Welcome back. It's me and the Giant. And I'm back with another video, and today we're going to talk about the re-ranking of the Misfist card. So, Misfits has this thing where they rank every fighter that ever has been on a Misfits card, and it's cool and all, but it's just like half these people that they put on this card never fought on Misfits. Now I know now they switched it up, they updated, but before that they put Gib on here, but they never had Gib on the Misfits card, so I was really confused. Like, why is he even here? And they had Logan Paul there. I'm like, there's no way they put Logan Paul over Le'Veon Bell or anything like that. But I don't know if it's just bias or anything, or they just being flat out just biased. But you see the rankings right here. This is the Ray rankings right now. But I'm gonna re-rank it, and I'm gonna see, and I want to see if you guys agree with me with half these people on this list. That if I was the Misfits, re-ranker, ranking people, I'll have these people on the list. So let's get started though. So the rules are that you at least have to have one or two Misfits fights, at least. I'm not asking you to be Anthony Taylor and just be on almost every card. I'm just asking you to, just be on one or two cards. Number two, you got to be known, or at least an up and coming fighter like Jarvis. We know Jarvis. We all know who Jarvis is in the boxing ring. Besides YouTube, and I know he fought a Kingpin and all that stuff, but we all know who he is. And the up and coming fighter is someone like B Dave or someone like that. I'm not saying he's really up and coming, but like he has some success in the ring, but he's not really like known. And I'm replacing people who are better contenders, or at least they at least deserve a mention. So let's get started though. So number one, obviously KSI. Whatever. But number two, we gotta go with Dean the Great, because he has really proven people wrong in the past year, because a lot of people thought he was running away from Wally Sharks, and he dominated this man in the ring. And I know it was a close fight at the end, but you cannot tell me that in the beginning of the rounds, in the first 4 rounds, he did not just beat this man down. But anyways, the potential fights that I have for Dean is the Wally Sharks trilogy, right? Which, if I want to see it so bad, but let Wally Shark get a little bit more wins. Let him fight more. Another one is Lil Cray Cray, or Lil Cray. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but there's been a lot of hype around him. So yeah, there's Ryan Garcia. We're just gonna move on from that, and there's Jetty Game TV. So Dean the Great, number 2, I agree. So number 3 is Slim. Now Slim actually has proved me wrong on multiple occasions. I thought Slim was really overrated, but through the past year or so, when Slim started going on more Misfits card, he's been proving me wrong after wrong. In the Prime card, I actually had Salt Poppy winning, but he proved me wrong. So the potential fight I have for Slim is KSI, Gib, Anthony Taylor, Deji, and Salt Poppy rematch. The one I want to see the most is an Anthony Taylor and Gib fight. I don't want to see Slim versus KSI because I don't think Slim. I think Slim deserved it, but I think he needs at least do a little bit more promotion. Like, at least try it better what you're actually doing now. So Slim is number 3. Number 4 is Interest Virgo. Now you may be wondering, but man, the Giant, he's a pro fighter. Why are you having Interest Virgo on here? Well, if you must know, Anthony Taylor is a pro fighter. He was a pro fighter before he became on Misfits. So if people can add Anthony Taylor on the list, then I'm allowed to add Interest Virgo. So Interest Virgo obviously beat Anthony Taylor, and he went the distance, but he kind of dominated that man. Pause. And the fight I want to see him against is Tommy Fury, because Tommy Fury is extremely overrated. Now, Interest Virgo is actually one of my favorites in the Misfits card, so that's why I have him at number 4. And plus, I think he can, if any of these people, and I think that if we had people who were once pro fighters more on Misfits, I think that would be really good for the scene, because it kind of like do the whole crossover thing, crossover boxing thing, a little bit more. Number 5, Anthony Taylor. Now you may be wondering why I have Idris Virgo over Anthony Taylor. It's because Idris Virgo beat Anthony Taylor. So that's the thing. So the potential fight I want to see him is, again, the Salt Poppy rematch. There's Idris Virgo rematch. We got Slim, we got Deji, and we got Axie Rax rematch. Don't mind if I didn't put rematch. You know that they fought. So I have number 5 at Anthony Taylor because, despite his record, he has been so entertaining and he has been a key for Misfist why it's so popular. I know that if you go, if you ask a random profile who Anthony Taylor is, they're not going to know who he is. But if you ask a Misfits person, or at least a Kingpin person, they're going to know who Anthony Taylor is. So that's why I have Anthony Taylor at number 5. And plus, he has a really, colorful and not in a gay way, He has a really good personality in a more energetic ways for the scene. So Anthony Taylor at number 5. Number 6 is Jarvis. Now, Jarvis made his professional debut at Lily's That Social Club. Awesome McBroom promotion before he got shut down. Then he fought Tom Zanetti, and then he fought Gibb, and then he fought B-Dave, which I don't even know why they put B-Dave in a main event. I still don't understand. If Jarvis would have fought someone like Deji in the main event, then that would have been popping. But anyways, for the potential fight I have for Jarvis is Deji, Slim, Luis Pineda, and Austin McBroom. The one I want to see the most, two of them I want to see the most is Austin McBroom and Deji. I want to see Austin McBroom back in the ring, and it's not for the right reason. I actually want to see him get knocked out. Preferably Bryce Hall or Deji, but if Jarvis were to do it, hey, that would be worth it. So number 6 is Jarvis. Number 7 is Le'Veon Bell. Now you may be wondering, but why is Le'Veon Bell even here? He only fought one time at Misfits. Well, when the one time he did fight in Misfits, he actually made a statement, going the distance and beating what was his name? JMX. My bad, JMX. So and JMX and Logan Paul have been beefing for years, and just to come inside and beat Logan Paul's rival so easily, not easily, but you get the point. So the potential fight I want to see for Le'Veon Bell is Logan Paul, Josh Buckner, and FaZe Temper. The one I want to see the most is Logan Paul, but if they add a little bit of a Josh Buckner in there, I would not be happy. No, I would not be sad about it, And I want to see Logan Paul with actual competition. Dylan Dennis is not competition. He's a jiu-jitsu guy who fought in a boxing match, and Logan Paul couldn't get him out. Like, seriously, what? How? Anyways, Le'Veon Bell for number 7. Number 8, Luis Pineda. So the reason why I have Luis Pineda at number 8 is because. So the reason why I had Luis Pineda at number 8 is because I actually like him in the scene. Because even though Ashton Wett called him a bum, and everyone came to Luis' defense, calling her, I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to quote anybody, and it's kind of disrespectful. So yeah, I like Luis Pineda is because he brings the energy inside of the Misfits card. He was the mystery opponent twice, and he beat the mystery opponent. He beat the person in the He beat B-Dave and Ed Matthews. By the way, that Ed Matthews performance was wild though. Ed Matthews got thrown out the ring, literally. But anyways, the fight I want to see for Luis Pineda, potentially Alex Wasabi, Swarms, Deji, and B-Day rematch. Preferably, I want to see Swarms versus Luis Pineda because KSI, both of their victims. There's KSI victims, and I want to see them go at it. If I had to choose who I want to win, I got Luis Pineda by a majority decision. But anyways, yeah. Number 9 is OJ Rose, and you may be wondering why OJ Rose, but yeah, Jose Rose is actually pretty good. He beat a baby Kimbo Slice. He beat the person who was on drugs. He literally beat a dude on steroids, and he still whooped him. It wasn't even close though. And even though he lost to Gabriel Silva, you can actually make an argument that he actually won that fight though. So right now you see the potential fight. There's Anthony Taylor, there's Axel Raksu, and there's Gabriel Silva. I want to see him versus Anthony Taylor, but if they gave us Axel Raksu or Gabriel Silva fight, I would not be mad. That's why I had OJ Rose at number 9. And finally, number 10, Deji. Now you may be wondering, Manny the Giant, are you crazy? Deji hasn't done anything for the scene. Technically, he has done it, but lately he hasn't. Now listen, let me explain. The reason why I have Deji on here is because the potential fighters. He has so much options that it's not even funny. Literally, he has Alex Wasabi, Ed Matthews, Bryce Hall, Luis Pineda, Anthony Taylor, Salt Poppy, literally everyone. And you may be wondering that the potential fight, it doesn't matter though. Look at his record. Swarms is literally 1-4, and people still consider him one of the best. Literally, Chase Damore is 1-5 or 1-4, and people say he's one of the best heavyweights. So I don't want to hear anything about records say anything, because even though you lost it so many times, record only shows one side of the argument. Even though they lost it so many times, you don't actually see the fights if you just bring up records. So. And he fought Floyd Mayweather. I don't consider that as a fight because it's Floyd Mayweather, and it's Floyd Mayweather. But anyway, so the potential fight is Alex Wasabi, Ed Matthews, Bryce Hall, Luis Pineda, Anthony Taylor, and Salt Poppy. Those 3 I want to see the most: Alex Wasabi, Bryce Hall, and Salt Poppy. Now here's the thing though. I think Deji wins the rematch against Alex Wasabi. I think he wins against Ed Matthews. I think he wins against Bryce Hall. Luis Pineda fight is going to be like a difficult one. Anthony Taylor fight is definitely going to be difficult because it's Anthony Taylor. And the Salt Poppy fight, I think that the Salt Poppy fight is a 50-50 because even though Salt Poppy lost against Slim, I still think he's dangerous. Even though his stock kind of tanked after the 2 fights against Anthony Taylor and Slim. I think he still got it. But that is all. This is Manny the Giant. I'm signing out. Also, subscribe for some more and hit the like button and share this video. And if you disagree with any of them and you want to replace anything, just let me know in the comment section. But anyway, this is Manny the Giant. I'm signing out.